Happy New Year! You made it. We did it. We got through 2025 and we are still here. We are ready to take on 26, or maybe we're not ready to take on 26, but it's here. And it's crazy to believe, to know, whatever, that last year is gone. It's gone. Poof. Anyway, welcome. This is Perimenopausal Chats, and I am Gina Liberty, and I am grateful for you being here with me and going along this journey together. And I would love to have more interaction this year, just conversation. I just want conversations to be wrapped around our lives and perimenopause and how it's affecting our life and just all the many things that go along with it and being this age. So feel free to drop in my comments, to send me an email, to do whatever is most comfortable for you, because I know sometimes we feel like we want to just retreat, or I do, and kind of be in a hole where you're kind of buried and you don't have to deal with anything or anyone, right? But that's not how we were designed. We were designed to have connections with people and just do life together. So let's do this. You hear a lot about new year, new me, and all that goes along with it, and all of the resolutions that people make. And I do not believe in that, because I feel like we put too much pressure on ourselves. And in this stage of life, we definitely do not need any more pressure added to our lives. So I feel like, yes, while it is a new year, it's not a new you. It might be that we are going to try new things. It might be that you're going to have new symptoms. It might be that I don't know, whatever, insert whatever newness is coming this year for you. And how are we going to deal with it or tackle it, or whatever the case may be? Because it's not a new you per se. It's still you. We're just improving however we can to make the best you that there is out there, that you can attain, right? So making all these resolutions and then not hitting them, it tends to take a bit of a toll on a person. And again, we don't need that at this stage. Nobody needs that, but we definitely do not need that at this stage in life. So my challenge to you is to find one thing at a time. I know, shocker, right? One thing at a time to tackle or to try or to incorporate, whatever the case may be. I personally want to do a almost like an analysis type, just to see what I've been doing, what's been working, what hasn't been working. I know I alluded to this last week? Excuse me. Where I wanted you to reflect on 2025, and I want you to look ahead at 2026, but I want you to take into 26 only the things that are supporting you in mind, body, and hormones, and to get rid of the things that are not, as best you can. I know there are some things that we want to get rid of in our lives that are just bringing us down, but we can't, whether that be a job that is providing income right now, or a relationship that you are trying to figure out how to maneuver or change or get rid of. I mean, there are those that need to happen. I know I mentioned that. So what are we going to do now? I don't know about you, but the last couple of weeks have been kind of a jumble, kind of a mess, kind of a routines and habits out of place. And I don't know which day it is. Yesterday, I literally thought it was Saturday. It was not. It was not. It was Thursday. So it's just that week, especially the last week before the new year and into the new year. It's people are off work, not off work. Schedules are weird and wacky. So I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to getting back into routine on a fresh new week and just getting those things back into play. So that being said, if you did not have that in place and you need that in place, I want you to just choose the one thing that you know is going to support you in all ways, and that sounds easiest to you. And I want you to incorporate that one thing. And if it takes you a week, 2 weeks, a month to get it in place and not even have to think about it anymore, then so be it. That's okay. That means that in February, you won't have to deal with that one thing because it's going to be like second nature to you. And then you can think about the next easiest thing that you know will support your mind, body, and hormones. And then you add that into place. These are things that I work with clients about through, oh my goodness, good old perimenopause. I tell you what, my brain and my mouth don't always sync up together. And so if I think my brain thinks this is the word you want, but it's not really the word I want, and it goes there, and sometimes I make sense, sometimes I do not. I'm just rolling with it because it's not completely negatively changing my world, right? So I'm just going with the flow. And you're along with me. And I know you understand if you're in this stage of life and you're listening, you can relate. So, and I've already forgotten what I was saying. So the important thing is to just get our habits and routines back into place. If you didn't have them, choose the one thing, get it in check before you go on to the next one. Oh, I was talking about working with clients. So I don't work with clients very often or have too many at a time. Right now I have 0, and that's by design because of the time of year it is. And it's just so crazy that adding one more thing at this point, it's not doable. Now, at some point, it will be doable because I've already gotten other things in place and I've made my life easier, more efficient, and I can do more of that. Right now, I'm only going to take one client for the next couple of months because of the same type of thing. I have end of year at work. I call it work. And I won't have time to give properly to my clients. So anyway, I don't know why I went on that little tangent. I want you to know that I'm serious about my clients. I want to give everything that I possibly can to you because you are counting on me to do so. You hired me for that reason. So I want to be able to be full in and be able to support you 1,000% and as much as I possibly can. So again, why am I going down that road? Probably because I'm talking about some things that I do go through with my clients, because the first time I remember she was early on, maybe a couple of years ago, I feel like. And I remember her telling me she didn't think that these little things would make a difference, and they made such an impact on her life. And for her to go from thinking that she had to do all of these things all at the same time, or she had to do this big grandiose thing to get something to stick or to work, and she realized it wasn't. And I know we try to pack on as much as we possibly can because that's what we do by nature. Women, I feel like, this is my opinion, that we do so much for everybody else and we are always on the back burner, and we try to do all the things all the time and all at once, and usually crash and burn. So I'm trying to prevent you from doing that. And if I can just help you here or in a free day of Voxer consult, then I've done my job, right? I want to help you however I can, whether you hire me or not. Hopefully I am giving you something that you can take and that you can incorporate into your life, because that's what it's about. It's about changing lives, helping to change lives, and helping you to see that you do have it within you to do what you need to do to feel your best. So that is what I'm going to say for the new year start. And I want to start incorporating going forward just kind of a schedule of sorts, just so you kind of know what we're going to go through. You know, it might be symptoms, it might be foundations, it might be I don't know if I should do like, I hope that I'm doing some kind of inspirational piece within everything that I do, but maybe not. You tell me. You tell me. What do you need? What do you want from this platform? Because I want to give you what you need, what you will use, what will help you move forward at least one step in your journey, in your health journey, in this chapter of your life. So, with all that being said, this is going to be an amazing year. It's going to be your year. You're going to look and feel your best. And you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, I didn't think that was possible. But look at me. Look at what I did. Because I listened and I did one easy step. And I got those things down and I have my healthy, strong foundation in place. And yes, things can come along and get you off track for a minute or two. But you have that and it's there and it's established. And once you just kind of connect back into yourself and to that you've created for yourself, something that fits into your life, your lifestyle, your likes, your dislikes, and you have made it work, and that's going to make it sustainable. And you are going to be wowed by yourself and what you can do, what you are capable of doing. I fully believe in you, and I know that you can do it. And I know that if you don't believe in yourself now, that you will. So you can borrow my belief until then. So you got this. This is going to be an amazing year. Just claim it. It's going to be. Yes, there's going to be bumps along the road, but it's going to be an amazing year. There's going to be lots of positive things that come out of it. And I can't wait for you to look back and just kind of keep track of that. Speaking of keeping track, maybe have a journal, maybe a note in your phone where you can just jot down positive things that happen throughout the year. So that way at the end of the year, you can open it and you can read through it and you can see. Because it's real time and we don't always remember, especially in perimenopause. I know that from total experience. So I'm going to take my own advice and I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a note in my phone or I'm going to grab a notebook because I think I have an extra one around here. Probably have an extra 5. So I'm going to grab one and I'm going to write things down and read it at the end of the year because that's going to be a present to myself at Christmas to look back and to read through all of the positivity from my year. From my own words, my own mouth, my own memory. Even if I forget it at the end of the year, I'm going to remember it reading back through it. So I encourage you to do the same. And I can't wait to hear some of the positive things that come out of your life this year. Again, it's going to be an amazing year. And yes, I am one of those positive people. That's me. I like to be positive because why not? Why not? So until next time, remember that something is always better than nothing, and we will chat soon.